Hi there, Daphne here. Thanks for sending in your next essays for correction, and well done working on your corrections, which look really good. That's great improvement. Hopefully you feel that's a good way to learn, uh, just by really thinking about which mistakes you're making, and then hopefully you don't make them again. So technology, here we go. Experts throughout top universities in the UK, like Cambridge and Oxford, good. Okay, you'd have to put that in commas there because you're giving a little example, have debated the impact that modern developed technologies like mobile phones, excellent, have now, because you've got lots of them, modern technologies have had, so you sort of plural verb there, on human interactions, but otherwise really lovely first line. I like that a lot. Some people believe that new telecommunications have helped people socializing. Personally, I strongly disagree. Okay, not believe disagree, just I strongly disagree. This, as they will argue, in what extended or to what extent. Yeah, well done. I like the idea, but just this is the accurate one. To what extent? Um, no, um, sorry, what's happened there? Um, Here we go. To what extent? Which is how much? So this is the correct. To what extent? Modern technology has um, overshadowed. So you're using past perfect there, present perfect. Sorry, have overshadowed face-to-face interactions using examples from these universities. Rather than repeating universities, you could put just literally pronoun, reference it back, these universities. Very nice. I really like that start. It's looking good. On the one hand, there is ample evidence that new technology has bridged the long distance gap, communications gap between friends and families. The central reason behind this is twofold. You'd have to have a full stop there, remember. Firstly, technology has established new communication apps. Uh, you might put technology software because it's a software that's done that, not actual technology. Has established new communication apps like Skype or Facebook, which can connect to anyone at anywhere on this planet with a click of a button. This is really, really nice writing. Very, very good here. Secondly, the possibility that this technology offers are the yeah, I would go plural. And the possibilities that this technology offers are also very low cost. Uh, for example, international flights or holidays. Is that what you mean? Because does the technology, is that, I'm trying to make a connection between actual technology and the cost of the flight. So it allows you to see, um, it allows you to access the flight, but whether it's actually connected to the flight, I would probably question. This offers access to multiple consumer outlets from, let's say, uh, multiple low-cost consumer outlets there. So the technology gives you the access to these websites. The technology, yeah, I think we just have to be a little bit clearer. The technology is not the low-cost flight, if you see what I mean. Low-cost outlets, for example, and then so that would go, and then you'd come in here, for example, international flights. So that would go as well. Yeah. You've had a few click of a button, so don't put clicks away. It's a bit informal, so once is enough. For example, recent empirical research by Oxford, just Oxford, not the Oxford, demonstrated that 90% of all cross-border voice and video communications in the world were made by Skype. This has been the largest communication provider. Ah, okay. So you're saying, compared to the cost of a flight. All right, I get it now. Okay. All right. You can see the problem I had. Be careful. Make sure that your argument here is clear. Okay. Apologies. Now I see what you mean. Therefore, it's conclusively clear that new technology has reduced, watch out your grammar here, present perfect, the cost. Do you mean cost, maybe? And gap in between family and friends, making human socialization easier. Full stop there. We don't see human socializations. That word doesn't exist, but I know what you mean. Making human contact. Sorry, cat contact. What did you say? On the other hand, there's a case for many experts to argue that new technologies have deprived. Watch out, present perfect. This is happening every time. Okay, revise present perfect. How we do the form. Okay, present perfect. Tense. And also, while you're there, look at the past simple, irregulars, just to make sure you feel happy with those. Okay. So I'll put that in red so you can see that that's that link to that. From real face-to-face quality interactions. This is largely because people tend, to entertain themselves on social media like Instagram or Facebook instead of interacting with people face-to-face. This has resulted in, so we result in something, people having a reduced their support system, meaning that what? So before the example, you need to tell me what's the damage of that. Then you can go into your example. 90% of people pointed out admitted to having, I think, would be better. Fewer friends. We need to be showing some quite high-level grammar if you're aiming for a band 7 as well. So if people admitted to having fewer friends, to offer, I would go in infinitive there, to offer help and support when they find themselves in a difficult situation, such as losing their job or facing health issues. Good, nice example. So just develop it a bit more there first before the example. Consistent with this is that line of thinking is that you need to have the verb in there. And this line of thinking is that people reported fewer friends who is that people, you don't need to repeat that. I would just literally put people also is that that's the same, these people, they also boasted, so they're happy about that, boasted a greater number. So you don't, it's a nice idea you're in. You don't need to repeat this. They also boasted a greater number of virtual friends or social interfaces, which in turn sometimes has a high impact on feelings like loneliness. Good. So we need to use these words like sometimes because we can't prove it. So this is just a suggestion. Academic hedging, it's called. It's quite important in these essays. This is reading very, very well. Good stuff here. From the arguments examples given, I firmly believe that although technology has brought enormous advantages to society by bringing people together, it has also isolated people and reduced their support system. It is predicted that researchers will focus on the impact that technology has. Now, they will focus, there's your future, that modern technology exerts is quite a good word. Just present simple here, you need. Exerts, that's the pressure it puts on individuals. So just check out that grammar. Otherwise, that is a nice essay, and I think the coherence, I hope you find using the template, the format, the frame we gave you, I think that really helps. It makes the writing look grown up, doesn't it? So academic task 1. The bar graph shows the amount of sale in dollars. No, you don't know that. It doesn't. It just shows shoe sales. That's not in any money. It could be amounts. Watch out. 2 types of shoes in 9 countries. Yeah. The highest sales for brown and black leather shoes were made in Poland and Hungary, respectively. Rather than made, you could see were registered or witnessed. Good idea to show some language as well, if you can. Respectively, with sales at over No, so don't put dollars, put 120,000. Whereas the lowest for brown and black was in, you can just put was in Belgium and France respectively. With Now don't repeat respectively. You can use it once in the essay only. Okay, you've had it there. You can't use it anymore. With sales lower than 50,000. Yeah, so every time you're going to have to just amend that. Belgium was the country with the least. Now you've talked about superlative, yeah, with the least. Use your superlative sales in brown leather. Okay, so use the superlative, but make sure you get it right. Shoes spelling, or black leather was past tense again, more popular for the same country. Absolutely. Was yes, 90% more popular. Fantastic, that's great. Poland was one of the countries that had the highest sales of brown leather shoes. What's that preposition? While Hungary, um, well, in Hungary the most popular was black leather shoes, both of them just below. Okay, so you could say Hungary had the total highest, but you're not mentioning any of the others. So you need to have, how long is this? Yeah, you're just about okay on the words, but here you've talked about Hungary and Poland. That's fantastic. And you're still talking about Hungary and Poland here. So don't talk about Hungary and Poland anymore. We've had that. So now you need to talk about the other countries. So you need to say sales of black leather shoes were similar in Germany, Ireland, and Poland at around 70. Yeah. While, so this is your contrasting word, Ireland, UK, and France had similar numbers of brown leather shoes, although this was at a higher number, more like 90 or something, or trading between 80 and 90, something like that. You want to have one more nice contrast. In Poland, Poland, and France, sales of brown outnumbered, almost doubled, yeah, sales of black. So this is the comparisons that you want to be making. So you have one sentence like this, one overall, which would be there. That would be your overall sentence. And you want two paragraphs with a lot of detail and a lot of numbers in. Okay, but do you know what? Good start, really, really good start. You know what you're trying to do. It's just getting it absolutely bang on. Okay, but really good work. Well done today.